Good evening, EQ lovers. I'm your host, Devon J.
And I'm Jamie D.
This is episode 14, Curveballs. This should be a good one. Please stay tuned where you get his view
and her perspective. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at PodEQLove, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
What's up, EQ lovers? Thank you for tuning into the EQ Love podcast. This is episode 14, Curveballs.
Yeah. I think y'all might need your peanuts, or do you guys do you
Girl,
eat
you
popcorn?
don't know nothing. You don't even know what you talking about.
I do. You eat peanuts at the baseball game.
You eat
Do you get popcorn?
Sunflower seeds. Peanuts is like ancient
everybody
history.
Get peanuts. I mean, you only get the sunflower seeds when you playing, but not if you watching.
Anywho, thank you for tuning in to this podcast. This is the last podcast for season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be a good one. Curveball is something your co-host Jamie D came up with. And I thought it was good enough to talk about on this last podcast for season 1. So I'm going to give out the definition of what a curveball is in baseball terms, since I played baseball in college. Mm-hmm. And Jamie's going to give out the definition what a curveball is within a relationship. Yeah. Okay, so a curveball in baseball term is when a pitcher throws this pitch, the pitch either goes up and down, or it goes from the right angle to the left angle, or to the left angle to the right angle. So if you're a right-hand batter, it looks like it's going to hit you, but it's going to tail away from you. If you're a left-hand batter, it looks like it's going to tail inwards at the last minute to your bat. You don't get it?
Yeah,
Kinda,
I
sorta.
didn't play baseball, y'all.
Sorry, I don't get it. Y'all probably not interested. I know they say baseball is a boring sport.
Are like, okay. Men are like, yeah,
Whatever. Y'all know y'all not worried about it. But go ahead and tell what they're really interested in.
Okay, this is what y'all really want to know.
Okay, whatever.
So, a curveball in a relationship is usually something that happens that's totally outside of your expectations. To go a little deeper, it's usually something outside of what you expect in the character of the person that you're dealing with. So, yeah, we got like lots of examples.
No, you have a lot of examples, but
you don't have a lot of examples.
No, mine's more straight to the point.
Okay.
But yeah, so with that beautiful definition, I'm gonna ask Jamie a question, and then she's gonna follow back and ask me the same question. And we're gonna get her out the way first, since she has so many examples. And
here you go.
So, Jamie, how do men throw curveballs in a relationship?
Okay, so you have good curveballs and you have bad ones. I don't know in baseball if it's ever a good curveball.
Yes, it depends. It's a good curveball to the pitcher. If it's a good curveball to the pitcher, then it's a bad pitch to the batter, because he may miss it.
Got you.
He may swing and miss.
Okay.
Just like in a relationship. Okay.
That's a lot of that. Okay. So, I'll start with the good first. I feel like a good one is when a man is more romantic than you initially thought. Because he could come off very hard, or like, I'm a man, And then if he starts like giving you flowers or writing letters or, just doing romantic things, it could really throw you off because you may not expect that. The second one, if you're a woman who has children, I feel like it could be a curveball when he's really good with your children. You could be surprised by that, especially if he doesn't have any. The last one I would say is money. Now this one's gonna be good and bad, but I'll go with good first. He may come off like he doesn't really have much money. And I actually read a story, this was a while ago, and this man, he was very wealthy, but he didn't want to be with a woman who just wanted him for his money. So on the first date, he took the woman out and he had like an old hoopty kind of car. And she was cool with it and they had like a great time or whatever. And so he realized like, okay, she not about the look and the car, whatever. Come to find out, he was wealthy, whatever. They got married. But I feel like that could be a curveball if you think, he looked like he don't have much, and you find out like he got M's in his bank account. Ooh.
It's just a bonus.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, bad ones. There's
so
plenty.
Yeah, she has plenty of bad ones. So y'all just get comfortable.
I'm not gonna give examples for all of these. But anger, I think, is probably the top one that many of us don't expect until it happens. I don't know personal examples, but like the movie The Perfect Guy with Sanaa Lathan and Michael Ealy. They meet in this place. He comes off as everything to her. Come to find out, he's got anger issues and he's like borderline psychotic. So that's usually something I don't think you see in the beginning, but yeah, I don't want to go into it anymore. Money with this one, he come off like he got money, and you find out he ain't got no savings. Yeah, negative.
That's number 2, yeah. Go ahead.
Possessive, where it comes off as I care about you. You shouldn't do that, or I don't want you to work, and I don't da-da-da-da. I feel like this one you don't really see till maybe you get engaged, sometimes married, and it becomes like you're mine, and you can only move like this.
Okay. That's a good one.
Okay. A record. Now, I'm not saying that men that have been in jail are not good men and cannot redo their lives. Okay. But what I'm saying is if you have and you're not honest up front that this is my history or this is my past, and she find out later, that's a curveball. Okay. Oh Lord. Now I do got an example for that. Okay, so this one is not to knock anybody, okay? But it's hard when you are feeling someone and they tell you that they have played around with the...
Go ahead and say it. You can.
They have dipped in the male pool in their mail, okay?
So you're saying if they're gay, or they used to be gay,
or they've tried it,
bisexual.
Or something. Yeah, like
okay.
Love is Blind is a perfect example of that. Now, they didn't really have time to get to know each other, but in that conversation of talking every day for 20 days, he never brought it up. So now that you're engaged, you bring it up. That is a curve ball, okay? Yeah. Religion. I say that one because men and women both be trying to go to church, to find somebody. But it can be a curveball when he pretends that he's more religious than he actually is. Let's see. Kids, y'all. Men be lying about how many kids they got. And then don't let them be talking about, oh, I got 1 or 2, and find out they got 3 or 4, or lie about the age. Like, yeah, I got a child, and then that's it. They don't say nothing else. Now, I'm a person, I'm gonna ask you, how old is that child?
As you should.
I had a guy say, oh, my son is 6 months. Sir, he's still. I'm not finna beat a stepmother to a 6-month-old.
Well, he told you.
Only because I asked. You should have just been up front.
Maybe he didn't know it was his. Or
whatever. That's a lie. So, I think with a lot of these curveballs, it's a matter of men having a way of being who we want them to be until they think they got us. Because truthfully, it's hard to walk away after we get emotionally attached. Okay, that's it for me.
That's it. You're gonna need a relief pitcher after that. You're gonna have to ice the arm down, do something. That was a lot of curveballs.
These are good ones, and women that are listening are like, "Girl, you own it tonight." Okay. So, I want to know how women throw curveballs. Do we even throw them? I mean, come on.
Please stop.
Women don't even play baseball.
Please stop. Yeah, y'all do throw curveballs. I don't have that long list. So, I'm going to start off with the good curveballs. And what we're saying, this is just opinions. This is not just stuff that's written in stone, EQ lovers. So mine, for my opinion, is I'm going to go with money. I feel that it could be a good curveball if a woman is financially aware of certain things. Because I know it's good for a man to be secure in that area, but if a woman is financially aware of things, that could actually make the man, put him in a better position to be secure, even more secure. Okay. Next, I would go with having wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yes,
wow, that's
wisdom. That is
a word.
That is a great curveball because I feel on both sides, being a man and woman, like dealing with both genders, like you have to have a lot of wisdom, I feel, to maintain a long lasting relationship.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my next one is having a woman that values a man's interests. So I'm into sports. I like baseball. Now, most women I talk to, they probably don't know too much about baseball. Some do, but just the fact that she may ask some questions about it, or she may watch it a little bit on ESPN or something like that, it means something to a man. It shows that you at least show that you're interested in certain things that he like that don't necessarily interest you. And it should be the same vice versa. Okay, so now I'm going to go with the bad curveballs.
Okay.
And it's just 2. It's not.
That's it?
It's not like the 12 that you named. It's just 2.
Okay.
This is just my opinion.
Because we ain't lying about kids and stuff. Oh, okay.
They don't know if it's theirs. Yeah, you gotta take
I'm done.
Okay, whatever. So mine is not showing your true colors from jump. Like at the beginning of a relationship, like this happens all the time. Everything happens is so smooth at the beginning. And I just came to the conclusion, I be feeling like it's because women just want to impress the man so badly where they can just agree with almost everything. They could just be like, it could just be so smooth sailing. They don't have half of the opinions that they would have on certain
Lord.
things 2 months down the line when you're real comfortable. I'm gonna leave it at that. So my next one is your physical appearance.
Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go. You gotta take her to the pool on the first date.
Your physical appearance is it's a lot. And as I get older, I learn a lot more. It's a lot of different things that you women can do to help your physical appearance.
Okay.
Now, women out there listening, I'm not going to offend no one, okay?
Okay.
Because I know how this, this is, but still, like, I'm just going to keep it basic. Like, okay, makeup.
Okay.
I feel that if you put so much makeup on where you could put a picture of your face with makeup on and a picture of your face right next to it with no makeup on, and you can't really recognize who the person is, that's a curveball. That's a curveball, because at the end of the day, you have to realize that you can look good every time y'all go out and get to know each other, but once it gets serious and you develop feelings for each other, and y'all may end up staying over or living with each other, the man is gonna say, that's not the same woman that I was attracted to. I don't know.
So
It's
too late at that point. Like,
I don't know, because you got makeup, you got wigs, and you got like what's the thing that you put like the band around y'all like waist, like it's like a
the
thing.
waist trainers.
Yeah, like it hide the love handles and all that. Like, it make y'all be looking like a Coke bottle. Like, whoo, yeah, okay. Like I said, I just got my two. I didn't want to go, deep into it.
Okay.
You still want to have, the.
For real, have you had this situation though, where she looked totally different, like without makeup? Or
Oh yes.
Hold on, for real?
Yes.
What did you do? I want to know how you.
First, I took a deep breath. I had to gather my thoughts.
Okay, was it like it was just a comfortable setting, or was it like, hey, we finna, you want to go somewhere, and she just didn't put like her face,
Oh no, it was never like that. Whenever we went somewhere, it was definitely makeup. It was just like once we got home, like underneath the roof, like it was just different.
No, it sounded like it was more than different.
Yeah, it's not normal. I'm not saying. Now, man, we know that if you got makeup on, it's gonna be a little different. Like, we get drastic. That, but it's that's what we're saying. We're saying the drastic, where it's like night and day.
So
that's it.
Or you like, yeah, I can't do this no more.
See, okay, like we're men, so we'll be like, okay, we could do it, but we'll be like, we're not gonna do it forever. See, it's different.
So she went from possible wife to temporary.
Because we look, that's crucial. We look at certain things like that. Because it's like, can I see myself with her forever? And that's big for us.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay, so this is just a little bit. It could be a little bit off topic, but I can't really let you slide. I gotta throw you a curveball on this episode. So this is a question that Jamie doesn't know that I'm asking her. I kind of hit it from the outline that we been going off of. So I have to ask you this. As a woman, why was it so easy?
Oh God.
Why was it so easy to point out so many bad curveballs opposed to the good curveballs? Now, EQ lovers, I'm gonna ask this again, but I'm asking her this because we come up some episodes we have outlines, some of them we don't. This one we did have an outline. I'm old school. I get a pen and paper.
Literally a pen and a piece of paper.
I said that. Okay. She'll use her iPhone and stuff like that. But I had to literally get another piece of paper because I wasn't aware that she was gonna have so many bad curveballs. So that really triggered this question because I was kind of curious because she was really going in. Like, if y'all really, we will be going live soon, maybe next season and stuff. But she was really going in on the bad curveballs. So I was just like real curious on why was it, because you had like 8 curveballs that were bad opposed to like just your 3 that were good. So I'm just curious, why was it so easy? Was it something that you experienced or something that you've dealt with, or really was it more that you focused on? I don't know. Okay, go ahead. Just answer a question, please.
Yeah, let me answer.
Okay.
Because you trying to be how you are.
I was just wondering.
So, why did I have a lot of bad ones? Okay. Because a lot of the good stuff doesn't, I don't think, surprise us, because we decided to go on a date with you anyway because we thought that you were all these things already.
So is it expected?
So it's rare that we get a curveball that, whoa, like, he's super romantic. Like, we probably think like, oh, he's a good man, but we may not expect that level of romance.
So that's just brownie points.
Yeah.
So
like
you're saying so you're saying that since you already put him from jump, you put him in a good place, like a good category.
Yeah. So in our head, we already think, oh, he'll treat me right. We already think he's not gonna put his hands on me. We already think he's honest or trustworthy. That's why we're giving you a chance anyway to take us out or whatever, and we got that already through like conversation. So a lot of the good stuff shouldn't surprise us. It shouldn't surprise you that he didn't hit you. Like, you went out with him because I'm sure you didn't think that he would. Like,
okay. So another question to piggyback off of that. Why do women focus on just bad curveballs, like, opposed to just the good ones? Like, that you saying because you expect it, or
no? I don't think we focus on the bad ones.
You don't?
Everything that I said,
Right.
I've either experienced or I heard.
Okay.
So if I hadn't experienced them or heard them, I wouldn't think of them. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So, and that's from several different women. Like, a woman I know, like the record thing. That's why that came up, because she was really into a guy, and she's older, like in her late 40s, early 50s.
But he had a record.
They rocking and everything, and
But
somebody told him, you need to tell her, and she looking like, tell me what? You find out that it wasn't you went to jail when you were like 18 and was there for 3 years.
Hold on, so she knew that he did go to jail?
She didn't know nothing. He
okay.
never brought it up.
Yeah, okay.
And he finally told her, like, he had went to jail, but he had been there for, like, years. And had maybe only been out for, like, 5 or so.
Right.
So, for you to know that a man was there throughout his adolescent years, into his adult years,
Right.
and you just now getting acclimated to regular, you know, like, that's a curveball. But I wouldn't have said that had I not heard that story. Because I wouldn't even thought that.
So, I mean, okay, so to the listeners out there listening, what's the definition of a curveball again?
Something that you really didn't expect within his character. Because I feel like when she met him, I'm going to keep that example, he was super nice, he was caring, he was comforting, all this. So, in her mind, I ain't got to ask about jail or...
Now, curveballs, are they deal breakers?
They can be. All the negative ones that I said, they would be deal breakers for me.
If the man was in jail and then he still was showing you like that could have been your husband.
Oh, he wouldn't be mine.
Because he got a record?
Him having a record at a certain point in his life is one thing, but it's the timing. I feel like if he said he had been there for 5 years, like I said, he was 18, got out of
he was in jail for
he was in for years. Like,
how old was he?
I think he was about 17.
17. He was a young boy. But he made a mistake.
All he know is jail up until he was like 40.
Exactly. So then then the only woman he gonna know is you when he get out. So you know how much molding you ain't even gotta mold him like for real. Like a dude coming out of jail that long. Do you not know he probably want to give all his energy to you because he values life more than anything. So he ain't got time to be playing around.
But the mentality.
You get.
I get it. But
you could be throwing away something good.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So you'd be okay with a woman who been in jail most of her life. You don't have
this is
but
listen, this is I'm telling you from a man's side, this is what I'm gonna say. Since she went to jail at a young age,
you heard everything.
But you gotta realize they were together, and you talking about the lifestyle? Are you saying the mentality? That what you saying? The mentality? Okay. Everything was rolling smooth until she found that out. So like he wasn't living that certain. Yeah, it could have been stuff because now she's aware of knowing that he was locked up, but she wasn't putting 2 and 2 together before she found out.
It would make sense.
It's just an excuse. No. You could be throwing away your husband.
Okay, you could, but I feel like in her case, I don't know, she threw him away, so she moved on. I'm not speaking for all women that that's what they should do. I'm just saying it can be very difficult. And I only say it because of the mentality of this is what I'm used to, and trying for somebody to relearn how to do stuff, and it's just a lot of undoing and redoing.
Poor guy.
You know, but I feel like your list was short because you've only experienced like maybe 2 major things.
No. I've experienced a lot. But man, we don't point out a lot of things. Once again, we don't put ourselves in that position. I feel like we accept flaws. I feel like we accept more flaws, and I feel that women turn flaws into curveballs.
Oh, okay. No. That kind of rhyme, though.
You said what?
Had a little rhyme to it.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving you credit for that.
You say you're not what?
Giving you credit for that.
You don't have to. It's just something that I feel.
The curveballs?
It's
you having a kid is not a flaw.
Well,
You
we know
haven't yet.
that.
You didn't tell me about is a curveball.
Okay. That's
So I can't take that
you're right
one.
on that. You're right on that.
You,
But I'm saying you're talking about going back to the guy that was in locked up. You talking about the mentality, like the lifestyle, like how he moves and stuff. Like that's that's a flaw. Like that's a flaw. If you said everything was going smooth, so that sounds like it's just a flaw to me. I mean, her stuff probably don't smell like roses either, but she probably think it do. That's all I'm saying.
okay. Okay, since we're asking questions, you said one of your good ones is value your interests, but you also said one of your bad ones is almost like pretending like they do. So,
Pretending like what?
like they actually value your interests. So, I mean, how as a man can you decipher if they really mean that or if they don't? Because now
Cause
it
it'll
works
off,
both
it'll all
ways.
fade off. It'll fade off. It'll fade off like Space Jam water.
What?
You ain't watched Space Jam?
It's been a long time.
When they
What
got
happened
the
with the?
Space Jam water and they
Oh,
had the
and the.
superpowers, and then by the
I
fourth
got
quarter
you.
it
Okay, I
faded.
forgot it was water.
Yeah.
Uh,
Space Jam about to come out. You better get hip. Oh, whatever. But it'll all fade. It'll all fade away. So whatever you trying to impress up front, like, oh yeah, like I like that and stuff. Like you sitting up watching ESPN with me and stuff like that. 2 months down the line, you don't want to watch ESPN. You want to watch HGTV. You want to watch Love and Hip Hop and stuff. So now we going back and forth like, oh, I thought when you was so chill, like it was so just turn whatever you like. It was, but nah, your true colors coming out now. You comfortable.
okay, so it's a good curveball when you feel like she gets comfortable and she still has interest in stuff you got interest in.
Exactly, it's genuine.
So how long, like, is it a time period where you feel, or you feel like when y'all get comfortable, y'all both
When
know
we
when
get
we
comfortable,
comfortable
when the true colors really come out, and you still doing some of the same stuff that you was doing
in the
from
beginning.
jump, that's a good curveball. I'm gonna hit that one out the park.
Okay, because you're not
We
really expecting
we
it.
gonna play ball.
Oh, okay. I feel like this brings us into our EQ side of things. And I guess my question to you to start the EQ part out is what can be done to prevent seeing, like the bad stuff, the bad curveballs? Like, what can we do? What can our EQ lovers do?
I feel like it really just it's crazy how this last episode it comes in the full circle with the first episode. So I feel like answering that question, it definitely, like we talked about in episode 1, you have to really focus on laying that foundation out and really just focusing on being really good friends. Because like I said in episode 1, or like you said, I don't remember who said it, but like we were discussing, it's so easy to be honest with a friend opposed to a girlfriend or boyfriend because of the feelings that get all attached and jumbled up in that relationship, where it's a lot harder to be honest with your girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or husband, because now you're on a major platform, I guess, opposed to where if you were just friends, it's so easy just to talk about whatever because you don't expect a certain type of reaction that you would get
Because it's more take it or leave it versus I'm trying to impress you because I want you.
Exactly. And if I'm brutally honest with my girlfriend, they have they, like you said, take it or leave it. They could either stay with me or they could just leave me because they are offended. They got offended with what I said. And yeah, that's hard, but that comes with having some wisdom though too. You gotta you have to look at it. You can't wait till you get, you know, 50 years old for it to hit you. You gotta kind of look at it now, like, as, would I rather be with somebody who's brutally honest with me, or act a certain type of way around me because they feel that they can't be honest with me? You know.
That's a good question. I guess this brings some type of light into my life because I've had conversations with men and they come off like really surprised, I guess, by some of the things that I say or how I respond to stuff. I get asked a lot like, what do you watch on TV, or stuff like that, and if I say sports or something, they look at me real crazy. But I guess it makes sense because they think, oh, she just saying that because she probably think I want to hear that. And I've gotten responses like, yeah, we'll see. I've had somebody that he was like, yeah, we'll see. And that just really bothered me because I'm not a liar. Like, I'm not a liar. So that would irk my soul. Like, every time I would say something, yeah, we'll see.
I mean, it shouldn't irk. It just prove him wrong. He
Don't
challenging
say it.
you athletic, right? You play sports, right?
Yes.
So you competitive, right?
Very.
So use that competitive spirit.
No, we gonna see you out the door because you don't
ahead.
believe me.
Go ahead. Thank you. Next. Go ahead. Yeah, so since Jamie is kicking people out, she may not have anybody to talk to for pillow talk. But that's for her to deal with, but not you EQ lovers listening. And we're gonna jump into pillow talk. And for the last pillow talk for season 1, we realized that once you're in a relationship, you start off as friends and it typically just fades off because the feelings grow and take place, and sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes it erases or that friendship dissolves away. So we have an exercise that we really, really think that could maybe help you out in a relationship, and Jamie's going to explain it.
So this is very high level EQ work, okay? If you feel like you're not emotionally intelligent enough to do it, then don't. But I want to challenge you guys to talk to each other as if you were talking to your actual best friend. If you already are best friends, then it should be easy. But I think you're going to see how you may not be as close as you thought. The same stuff that you feel like you need to call your homeboy or call your homegirl to talk about, that's what I want you to tell them.
And let me interrupt you real quick. When you do this, both of y'all have to make an agreement that whatever is said, you can't be held accountable, like in a way of being judged, because you're being honest. You're being vulnerable to this in this situation, and it's up to your partner to respect that and not judge you.
So in a way, you're really role playing.
Exactly.
Even if you have to change your name and pretend that you're somebody else for just the moment. In this moment, we're not lovers.
Exactly.
In this moment, I am your homegirl or your homeboy, and I'm finna tell you how I really feel about you. To you, though.
Exactly. What is the purpose? What is the real purpose of being on the phone with your homegirls, saying everything to your homegirls, but not the man that you need to really be telling it to, or same vice versa? What's the purpose of a man being on the phone with his homeboys, but the way he's saying certain things was bothering him or whatnot? Why can't you really just tell that to your woman?
And I don't want y'all to think it's always bad either. And because sometimes women and men both have trouble really being vulnerable to that person and actually saying, I love you, or, you know, you might have told your homegirls, I think I love him, you know, or something like that, or even good stuff like, I didn't know he would treat me like this, or I've never experienced this before. That stuff you should say too.
That stuff matters.
So don't think, oh, what's the bad stuff, you know, and men too, because sometimes y'all might feel like, I don't want her to think I'm a punk if I tell her that she's the best thing that ever happened to me. But you run to your homeboy and be like, dude, she the best thing that ever happened to me. But she may not know it because you ain't say it.
And she may want to hear that.
She may need.
I'm sorry. She wants to hear that.
Okay.
Yes. So we EQ lovers, we thank you for staying with us.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm not so big on. I'm surprised I'm really doing this podcast stuff. I'm getting a little used to it, getting better as we go along. And Jamie, she's more of the pro when it comes to this speaking and all that. I'm more laid back.
You're a great host, though.
Yeah, I'm all right. But we want to say thank you for tuning in every Thursday and showing love and subscribing. And next season, we will get stuff in line so we could go live.
Yeah. And had a few people like, I want to see y'all.
Yeah, they want to see us. I don't know why, but they want to see us. And we'll probably have some guests. We'll definitely have some guests. We'll have some guests come in and everything. So yeah, anything you would like to say?
Well, I feel like we had a great season. Thank you again for asking me to do this. I've enjoyed it. It's taught me a lot. I've never done podcasts before, so This is different. But I think it's been good. You were very sweet and sour to work with, but
that I am.
It was good. So that's it. Thank you, EQ lovers, for listening to us. We thank you for your feedback, your comments. We will get to some of the requests you've had. So yeah. Okay.
Always feel free to comment. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Please make sure to subscribe if you didn't. EQ Love, checking out.
See y'all next season. To all of my EQ lovers out there, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at PodEQLove, subscribe to our YouTube channel at EQ Love Podcast, and remember, we are on all major podcast platforms. And if you have any questions or topics that you would like us to discuss, feel free to message us on social media, or you can email us at podeqlove@gmail.com.